Do you find yourself in a constant battle with your urges? Are you tired of falling into the same trap over and over again? This video is for you. Today, we're going to tackle a topic that's often shrouded in secrecy and shame: masturbation addiction. Recognizing what triggers this behavior is the first step towards overcoming it. With a better understanding, you can begin to regain control and reshape your habits. So, brace yourself for some enlightening insights. Let's delve into the triggers, starting with the most common one. It might surprise you, but even something as mundane as scratching your genitals can trigger the urge to masturbate. Think about it. It's a seemingly innocent action, a natural response to an itch. But in that moment, the mind can wander, leading to temptation. So what can you do? Try diverting your attention. Engage in an activity that requires focus, like reading or solving a puzzle. It's about turning the mind away from the trigger. Remember, control starts with recognizing the trigger. Our second trigger is a product of our digital age, social media. It's like a double-edged sword, connecting us while also presenting a trove of explicit content that can stimulate urges. But don't fret, you don't have to abandon your online presence. Instead, consider mindful use of social media. This involves being aware of what you consume and how it affects you. Also, make use of content filters to block explicit material. Remember, the key is to use social media responsibly. Unstructured time, or simply put boredom, can easily lead you down the path of temptation. When there's no clear plan or purpose in your day, the mind tends to wander, often to places it shouldn't. So what's the solution? Stay busy, immerse yourself in productive activities, pursue a hobby, learn a new skill, hit the gym, read a book. Anything that keeps your mind engaged and your hands occupied. Fill your time with meaningful activities and you'll have less time for destructive habits. A negative self-image can push you towards self-soothing behaviors like masturbation. It's a vicious cycle, really. You feel bad about yourself, you seek comfort, and then you feel even worse. But here's the thing, self-love and acceptance are crucial in breaking this cycle. You need to understand that you're more than your perceived flaws. You need to embrace the person you are with all your strengths and weaknesses. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Remember, you're worth more than your perceived flaws. Loneliness can often lead to seeking comfort in unhealthy habits. It's a silent trigger, a quiet whisper that pulls you towards the familiarity of old habits. But remember, you have the power to choose differently. Instead of surrendering to the pull of loneliness, seek to cultivate healthy relationships. Engage in social interactions that uplift you. Join clubs, take part in community activities, or even get a pet. Connection is a powerful antidote to loneliness. You're never alone in your struggle. Reach out. Even success, ironically, can trigger the urge to masturbate. Our brains are wired to associate pleasure with success, and sometimes this can lead to the urge to seek additional immediate gratification. You've worked hard, you've achieved your goals, and your brain is telling you to reward yourself. But it's important to find healthier ways to celebrate these achievements. Maybe it's a nice meal, a walk in the park, or spending time with loved ones. Celebrate your success, but do so mindfully. Stress, a common part of life, can often lead to seeking relief in unhealthy ways. It's not unusual to turn to habits like masturbation as a coping mechanism for tension. But there are healthier alternatives. Exercise, for instance, releases endorphins, natural mood elevators that can help you combat stress. Meditation is another powerful tool. It helps you calm your mind and gain perspective. Hobbies, too, can provide a healthy distraction and a sense of accomplishment. Tackle your stress, don't let it push you towards destructive habits. Emotional upset can often lead you to seek comfort in masturbation. It's a powerful trigger, no doubt. But remember, it's not a solution, it's an escape, a temporary distraction. Instead, let's focus on cultivating emotional resilience, leaning into the discomfort and learning from it. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Talk to someone, write in a journal, go for a walk or meditate. It's okay to feel upset, but don't let it control your actions. Porn, the elephant in the room, is a major trigger for masturbation. A seemingly harmless curiosity can spiral into an addictive habit, distorting reality and expectations. It's like a sugar-coated poison, sweet at first, but ultimately destructive. To avoid this, seek healthier alternatives. Engage in activities that enrich your life, like reading thought-provoking books, exercising for a healthier body, or picking up a new hobby. These can help distract your mind and build resilience. Be the master of your own thoughts. Break free from the chains of porn. Procrastination, the thief of time, can also steal your resolve to abstain from masturbation. It's a silent trigger creeping up on you when you least expect. When you're idle, your mind wanders, and often it can lead to undesired paths. Here's where the significance of time management and productivity come into play. Staying focused on tasks and keeping yourself occupied can be a powerful deterrent against this trigger. Remember, inactivity is the breeding ground for temptation. Don't delay your success. Act now. These triggers are not a life sentence. They're simply obstacles you can overcome. From scratching your genitals to procrastination, we have explored 10 triggers that might lead to masturbation and how to avoid each one. The key is to recognize these triggers and replace them with healthier coping mechanisms. Embrace self-control, resilience, and positive self-image. You're not alone in this journey, and it's okay to seek help when needed. Remember, you have the power to control your urges. You're stronger than your addiction.